both lines are seated. And then it goes to Schomburg, and then it goes to concert. So I should get up there. I'm not going to get up on stage. Okay. Yeah. They can come right out there. Actually, for time, you know what, Mr. Miller? Why don't you kill this and start the 4-minute song now? Got it. Turn the mic on? Yeah, mic's on. Mr. Miller, what's wrong?
We're looking into it here.
Say that again?
A 4-minute.
Yeah. Yes. What is Jacob walking over? He's gonna meet up with them right here when they come in.
Kevin, 4-minute 50
Yes. Go. Yes. Go. Wrong. This is no, guys. No. This is Pomp and Circumstance. We're not playing Pomp and Circumstance. Right? We're playing the Will North vocal selection. The video. How many?
Stop playing.
Okay, copy that.
Alrighty.
Perfect. So turn it up quite a bit louder. So at this point, the lines are seated. We're going to go Sean Bird, and then we're going to go. We're just going to go Sean Bird, Mr. Miguel. Yeah.
Then we're playing Sean.
I think we're ready to play Sean.
Roger.
At this time, please rise as we welcome the Williamsville North graduating class of 2021.
Okay, yeah. We ask that everyone remain standing for the pledge to the flag and the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we have members of our senior choir members to come up to the stage to sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
It's rumbling up here.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's go! Nice, that was epic.
Good morning. Welcome to Williamsville North High School's 53rd commencement ceremony in honor of the class of 2021. My name is Bob Caniglio. I have the honor of being the principal here at Williamsville North. Just want a couple opening remarks before we get to the good stuff. With over 350 graduates today, we'll be reading the names at a pretty good pace. Try to keep the noise to a minimum between. We want to make sure everyone hears their name. We will take a break halfway through to do a round of applause for one half of the class. So with that, I want to start with thank yous. First of all, to Dr. McKenna, our board president, Ms. Leatherbarrow, who has a graduate here today, the entire Board of Education for the support of North and myself in my first year here. The administrative team, Ms. Julie Arnold, Ms. Christy Carroll, and Mr. Kevin Lasky. And lastly, Mr. Tim Flanagan, who was actually leaving us in a few days to become the principal of Lakeshore High School. So we congratulate him as well. Our senior class advisor, Gabriella Tringali, and the amazing teachers, staff, and volunteers who assisted with today's ceremony. They have been here doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't even realize. Next, I would like to recognize Amy Hulse, Terry Schlau, who have served as the co-PTSA presidents this year.
along with the entire executive board, Deborah Peck, Michelle McKinstry, Sherry Pear, Karen Schiff, and thank them for all the work that they did. I'd also like to thank the senior parents in general, the support you've given the school and your kids, the Will North class of 2021 fan club. Unbelievable what you have done. And I know sometimes people say, well, you know, the educators can't empathize. You know, my son is a senior at South and is graduating today. And I, as a parent, I went through what you went through. 4 ceremonies, 6, 2, 4, 1. And I get it. But we've had to be flexible all year, and we figured we would keep that right till the end. One thing people have asked me in my years as an administrator is, what is one of your favorite parts of the job? And it's saying this: without further delay, I am honored to present the class of 2021. Dr. McKenna, the Board of Education, I certify that the members of the class of 2021, every student sitting here, have met or exceeded all requirements established by the Williamsville Central School District and the state of New York, and I present them to you for the awarding of their diplomas. At this time, I invite the first group of students to the stage to accept their diplomas. As a reminder, please try to hold your applause between names.
Miriam Abdelabas. Ara S. Abuno. Elias M. Ahmed. Abby Alexander. Ray D. Al-Haraz. Naba H. Al-Janahi. Isaiah Alston. Grady Andrews. Maya G. Andriaccio. Lizette Arajo Ramirez. Brendan J. Archer. Jonathan R. Bailey. Joshua Baker. Catherine C. Bartolotta. Eamon T. Batul. Melisha R. Bauerlein. Casey Bechtel. Justin T. Belote. Ariana N. Benton. Lucas C. Benton. Harnav Bueller. Sarah C. Belinsky. Devin W. Blazek. Madeline K. Blake. Megan K. Bonetto. John Bordenaro. Nicole R. Bauer. Shanlee M. Bauer. Aaron R. Brady.
Congratulations, Aaron.
Christian Brand. Henry A. Braun. Evan Brophy. Jason T. Brown. Jake A. Bruno. Burton C. Bugby. Michelle Bowie. Moaz Bukhari. David J. Bulin. Amaya B. Burney. Aiden J. Bush. Annalise G. Cabra. William J. Calder. Catherine L. Carnavali. Michael Catanzaro. Rachel H. Cavalier. Blake F. Cavers. Antonio N. Cedrone. Josue E. Centeno. Abigail Chalmers. Megan Chamberlain. Nitya Chandra.
Do that again. That's Sarah Chan, right?
That's Sarah?
Oh,
Go back. You're Nithya?
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Priyashi Chowdhury. Anthony R. Klontz. Marcella M. Kolka. Fiona H. Comstock. Armando S. Conchesi. Mia C. Connick. Sean M. Connors. Nicholas Coville. Bray M. Curran. Isabella E. Custodi. Ava A. Danciak. Michaela A. Daniels. Braden C. Davis. Jennifer E. Davis. Adriana V. DeFazio. Lauren DeLille. Alexis M. Dellinger. Brendan D. Dellinger. Nicholas W. DeMarco. Colton D. DeFranco. Shannon M. Donor. Aurora X. Dong. Arissa W. Drake. Tyler Eggleston. Victoria M. Eller. Zoe L. Emmer. Dominique K. Esposito. Emily L. Evans. Rhett Evans. Jillian E. Faber. Aaron Fairbrother. Miriam M. Faruqi. Elena Felice. Amy Fertitta. Kyle Finn. Nora E. Fleming. Jennifer M. Flick. Madeline Flynn. Sean Foley. Emily C. Fremming. Brendan Funk. Oh, Funky. Chloe L. Gary. Alexander Januso. Juliana Gentile. Miriam S. Jelani. Jade L. Glazer. June N. Gordon Hawley. Mackenzie L. Godziak. Cole A. Gradle. Kelly B. Granville. Aiden E. Gray. Christian D. Graziano. William Gregory. Allison L. Griner. Kayla Gueli. Quinn B. Guy. Is Guy correct? Sharose A. Hayter. Madeline M. Hannon. Shana Harami. Ethan Hazard. Ashley L. Hedges. Dale J. Hedges. Emma Hike.
Connor P. Henry. Connor, I'm gonna go right across. Alexander Hepworth. Charles M. Herman. Christopher Herman. Connor J. Homan. Amy V. Holt. Sorry. It's like the no. Emily M. Houlihan. Nair Z. Hussein. Ellen Wong. Shania L. Hughes. Anastasia E. Hunt. Fiona Hurley. Jessica A. Ireland. Dia B. Iyer. Faith M. Jerriman. Jordan M. Jason. Sarah Zhang. Ryan C. Job. Marty E. Jones. Haley Yanker. Gabrielle A. Ewell. Noor A. Kadum. Maliko A. Kamaka. Thomas Kelly. Sophia Ketsick. Elishba A. Khan. Noel N. Khan. Georgi Karchalava. Thank you. Ashley H. Kim. Minche T. Kim. Sarah J. Kim Kubiak. Cole K. Kindren. Brooke M. Kingsley. Jana G. Kincaid. Nicholas Kramer. Samantha Kuharski. Mehmet B. Kuka Duenji. Michaela Kulikowski. Varun V. Kumar. Owen D. Custer. Nathan H. Lamana. Olivia M. LaSalle. Devin E. Lashewski. Marcus Laurinaitis. Samuel J. Leatherbarrow. Max Linsky. Christian S. Locke. Eric P. Locke. Rachel K. Loss. Benjamin J. Long. Matthew Liskawa. Congratulations to our first group of graduates.
Kevin, we ready? All right. Just wait till they're up with the exit.
I will.
Yeah, wait until they load up.
Yeah, good. Ready? Good. Ethan T. Macon. Madison R. Mahar. Amisha Mena. Katie A. Mankey. Hannah G. Mahoney. Alexandra E. Major. Benjamin A. Malicki. Arcade Ban. Devin Mann. Louis R. Marchese. Jake R. Martin. Ava M. Mastandrea. Lily A. Matson. Alyssa V. McCarley. Alexander P. McHugh. Mary Claire McKenna. Alexandra A. McKinley. Sean M. McNess. Luke R. Meldrum. Daniel R. Meyer, Nolan M. Miller, Abdul Razik Maman, Jacob Molnar, Isabel Montesanti, Diego A. Moscoso, Pedro A. Moscoso, Dylan T. Moyer, Christian Mueller, Jenna E. Mulderig, Nicole G. Muria, Connor J. Murphy, Parker J. Murray, Piper S. Murray, Saul G. Myers, Holly B. Nagel, Vikashini Nandakumar, Athav Narayanan, Alexandra M. Navaroli, Caitlin L. Nelson, Alba Neza, wrong, Peter Wynn, Ariana M. Nieves, Ryan P. Noonan, Grace P. Newsall, Maxwell L. Obi, Lauren K. O'Connell, Jackson S. Oler, Ryan Oken, Sydney J. Olszewski, Maverick J. O'Neill, Nastasia P. Palhaska, Giovanni J. Palumbo, Kayla J. Panero, Sarah E. Parzik, Caleb Pate, David J. Pulowski, Brian M. Payne, Madeline E. Peck, Katerina Pecoraro, Jacob Penetrante, Maria K. Pervez.
Laura Peterson, McKenna N. Poissant, Maya V. Poissant, Eric H. Poses, William L. Prenovo, Isabella R. Prestidasit. Maxwell R. Privatera. Maylee P. Putnam. Flora L. Q. Varun Rajesh. Rahim M. Rana. Benjamin Z. Reynolds. Alana M. Rice. Jeremy L. Rich. Joshua W. Ryu. Andrew D. Rivers. Olivia M. Rizzo. Madison L. Roberto. Samantha M. Rodriguez. Sienna Rowland. Shania S. Rose. Emma L. Rothkopf. Evan M. Rozicki. Mia Ruffino. Leonard Ruggiero. Vincent Ruggiero. Kalia D. Russell. Rakaya Sadawi. Nicholas Scalise. Sylvia Scarlett. Catherine Schaefer. Brandon R. Schock. Bodie A. Shower. Julia Schiavone. Derek Schofstetter. Matthew A. Schul. Connor W. Schwartz. Zachary A. Scranton. Alexa R. Seelbach. Victoria Soloshuskaya. Alicia Assemi. Carmen R. Separad. Haley Shannon. Hannah R. Shannon. Samuel E. Sherogradsky. Riley Sheridan. Jack Sherman. Aaron Shimojo. Sammy H. Siddiqui. Nathan Siffringer. Emma Sliwa. Mary G. Snyder. Abdullah A. Solomon. Morgan S. Solomon. Good luck, honey. Derek J. Spiller. Scott A. Sprague. Danielle Stephanie. Annika L. Steinberg. William J. Stevens. James A. Stewart. Catherine C. Stone. Mia R. Streffler. Nathan A. Strong. Connor Stroth. Parker Sullivan. Lady J. Sutter. Jared E. Swick. Jocelyn Swirsky. Shira M. Simons. Talia A. Syracuse. Anthony H. Zacconi. Abigail C. Tan. Carly A. Terranova. Vincent J. Terranova. Come on, buddy. Cassandra A. Tome. Kevin E. Thompson. Elizabeth C. Timby. Akshay Tiwari. Cole C. Tobler. Frankie Tomorrow. Haley Toner. Emmanuel A. Torado. Christopher H. Tutunjian. Sophia T. Tremont. Benjamin Troutwine. Fallon L. Tuhalski. Tyler V. Turner. Kaya D. Umar. Nathan T. Vanderbolz. Colin Walsh. Colton Walsh. Eric M. Walter. William H. Walmsley. Eileen A. Wang. Lauren D. Weber. Kevin Weckenman. Chloe Wen. Jacob R. Wisnock. Nicholas M. Wright. Michael P. Zenos. Aaliyah Yang. Uzair Yassin. Ido Yezothoran. Stephanie Zappa. Matthew J. Zemla. Aiden A. Zorn. Michael M. Zovanov. And last but not least, Maria Zwink. Let's congratulate our second diploma group, folks.
Yeah.
I know they're still getting some pictures taken, but we're going to move on to the next part of our ceremony, which I have the privilege of awarding. So it now gives me great pleasure to recognize the winners for awards that we present at graduation each year. The awards are already included in your diploma envelope, folks, so you don't have to come up here again and all that stuff. So just stay seated and enjoy the moment. The Eugene F. Colas Award. Eugene F. Colas was a past president of the WTA and a well-respected by his peers and students. The WTA established a scholarship in his memory to be given it to a graduating senior who not only exemplifies the characteristics of Mr. Colas, but who is also pursuing a degree in education. I am privileged to announce that the winner of this year's Eugene F. Colas Award is Jennifer Flick. Now for our North PTSA Scholarship Awards. I am honored to announce the following recipients of the Williamsville North PTSA Scholarships. The winners for this year are Grady Andrews, Christian Brand, Jacob Mankowski, Maddie Peck, and Connor Stroth. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to announce the winners of the PTSA Council Scholarship Awards. The Williamsville PTSA Council works in conjunction with the 13 Williamsville School District PTSA units and SEPSA. This year's winners are Madeline Blake, Jacob Mankowski, and Maddie Peck. Congratulations. Now for the Sam Gang Awards. The Sam Gang Spirit Awards and the Samuel H. Gang Memorial Scholarship are both in honor of Mr. Gang, who was principal of North from 1970 to 1994. The Spirit Award was established by Mr. Gang to recognize two outstanding seniors with $500 each who, in addition to maintaining good attendance and above average grades, were active participants in extracurricular activities, community service work, and possessed the qualities of dependability, reliability, and resilience. This year's winners are Sarah Belinsky and Jacob Mankowski. The Samuel H. Gang Memorial Award, recognizing North students who possess a passion to make a difference in life, would like to recognize seniors by awarding them with scholarships in the amount of $2,000 a year for 2 years. This year's winners are Christian Brand, Annalise Cabra, Charles Herman, Nor Kadam, and Min-Chae Kim. Congratulations. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the president of the Student Council, Mr. Grady Andrews, for his words to the class.
Thank you, Mr. Flanagan, and thank you to Mr. Caniglio and all the administrative staff for all the work they did to put this event on in the short time, so thank you. I'd like to first and foremost congratulate all of you on the incredible accomplishment of graduating today. It's an amazing accomplishment for each and every one of you. For those of you who don't know me, though Mr. Flanagan just made this point irrelevant, I'm Grady Andrews. It's been a pleasure getting to know so many of you over the past 4, 8, even 13 years. I want to make sure I thank all of you, my fellow students, for making my experiences here at Williamsville North so memorable. Whether through clubs, classes, sports, or a combination of those, I've been lucky enough to interact with so many wonderful people. This truly is an amazing group of individuals, and I cannot wait to see all the unbelievable things we will accomplish in the future. I also thank all the incredible teachers I've had throughout my entire academic career and the dedicated administrators I've worked with. You have all had a massive impact in pushing me to become a better student, but more importantly, a better person. I could go and list how so many faculty members here at North, High Middle, and High Elementary positively impacted me, but I would certainly go way over my time limit, and I think we all want to get home pretty soon. So much of this past year has been dictated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We may solely see this as challenges and setbacks, but this past year has also provided us with countless experience that will help us as we continue through our lives. Throughout this pandemic, I've continuously returned to a quote by Aristotle that some of you may have noticed in the yearbook. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. When we are challenged, we must push ourselves harder than we normally do. When life seems hardest, we need to work just that little bit harder. When it seems hardest to give anything more, that is when it's most important to not give up. As you move on through college and life, something will go wrong. Everyone will experience something that does not go according to their plan. It is during these instances that each of you will define who you are. It is during our most challenging moments that we will differentiate ourselves from everybody else around us. Over the past 15 months, we have learned how to adapt and survive when challenging and unexpected events occur. We have shown immense amounts of resilience and hard work to get through our tumultuous senior year. We have all overcome one of the most unique and difficult school years ever seen. Our experiences from this past year will help us manage the challenges that we will inevitably face in the future. It's easy to look back at the past year and think of the events we missed. It's easy to complain about our lost senior year. But instead, use this as a year, as a learning experience to help you grow. But also think about the positives that have come out of this year. Think about prom and the senior celebration we enjoyed this week. Think about returning to school every day over the past month. And think about where you're sitting here having just graduated from Williamsville North. When we face challenging times in the future, we need to search for these positives in our life. We need to be able to find the silver lining. We need to look a little bit harder for that light at the end of the tunnel. Finding these positive aspects will help us overcome difficult times like this past year. Despite all the obstacles we have seen over this past year, we have also seen several good things. We have seen the value of cooperation, the value of helping each other, the value of empathy. We have seen how much we can accomplish when we work together. We came together in this district despite the difficult times and raised over $110,000 for Make-A-Wish to help improve the lives of struggling kids within our Williamsville community. The resilience and hard work that has been shown throughout the pandemic, especially amongst people our age in high school and college, will be necessary to help conquer the next, arguably even more serious challenges that we face. We need to distribute inexpensive vaccines against COVID-19 and other deadly diseases to developing countries. We need to confront and counteract climate change on a global scale. We need to provide easy access to potable water to millions of people. We need to address the horrendous human rights violations that are occurring throughout the world. These are just 4 of the global challenges we as a generation will be forced to confront. We will need to come together, put aside our differences, and place the general benefit of human beings above our own comfort. This will be our biggest challenge. If we can set aside our political, religious, and racial differences and come together to support unified, impactful causes, we will be able to accomplish anything. If we can do this, we will not be stopped. If we can do this, we will conquer all of the threats I mentioned before and any new challenges that may be foolish enough to face us. But we also have many issues that we can each individually help to relieve in our own community. I said all of you continue to give back to your local communities, wherever you may find yourself, as much as you can. We can never know the impact we will have on people just within our own community. These are not easy things that we will face collectively, but they are necessary to support so many different people around the world. This is why they are challenges, not merely small hurdles to hop over. As America prepares to return a man and send a woman to the moon, it's easy to be reminded of President John F. Kennedy's famous quote about sending someone there. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because the goal is to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win, and the others too. The essence of this is as true now as it was then. We come together to work extremely hard on very challenging, seemingly impossible tasks because the alternative is unacceptable. We will, with the dedication, commitment, work ethic, and determination we have shown, conquer everything that we will face. We have always overcome our challenges, and our future will surely be the same. The challenges may be different, the solutions may be different, but our desire and our ability to succeed will always be there. We may not be rice playing Texas or climbing Mount Everest or flying across the Atlantic, but we will use the same demeanor and persistence to tackle our next challenges. I'm not giving you something easy to do, and that is what makes it worthwhile. If we continue to cooperate and work towards a common good, we will conquer these challenges and accomplish so much more. I never could have imagined when I first walked into North as a freshman nearly 4 years ago that I would be delivering a graduation speech through a camera once, and then again to a whole bunch of people and through a camera at the same time. Yeah, it's quite complicated. Although, that was clearly a disappointment and it got a bit better. This extremely unique senior year has provided us with opportunities to grow and experiences to learn from. Over the past 4 years, I've made so many wonderful memories, met so many incredible people, and participated in so many amazing events. These are things that I will remember and cherish forever. As we continue through life and face these inevitable challenges, remember that we are strong and we can overcome any obstacle in our way. Look for the positives in life. Keep working. Push yourself that little bit harder. And remember, we don't face these challenges because they are easy. We face them because they are hard. Once again, congratulations on graduating today. Good luck with your next steps in life. And I cannot wait to see all the things you will accomplish.
Good job, Brady. Thank you. Second half of time, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Grady. It is now my honor to introduce the Spartan of the Year, Sarah Jang.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all so much for being here to celebrate with us. I'd like to first and foremost thank the administration, especially Mr. Caniglio, Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Lasky, Mr. Lasky, Mrs. Carroll, and Mrs. Arnold for all of your help in organizing this wonderful COVID-modified graduation ceremony. Grady already said a lot of what I wanted to say, but I'm going to just continue. So before I begin, it is an honor to have the opportunity to speak to my peers in the graduating class of 2021 today. I have, as well as so many other students graduating, been given an amazing community to explore, grow up in, and give back to. The teachers, staff, and students at Williamsville North High School are truly unmatched in will, tenacity, and kindness. I owe so much of who I am to mentors like Mrs. Carney, who spends so much time outside of class helping her students and running the school newspaper, and Mr. Young, who so passionately supports each of his students as individuals as well as musicians. And the teachers like Mr. Buckle, Mr. Poplowski, Ms. Cardinale, and Mr. Murphy, and so many more who have devoted and continue to devote so much of who they are to their students. I would be remiss if I failed to acknowledge the efforts of Mr. Caniglio, who in his first year at North has helped the entire student body and so many clubs in this difficult year, and our entire administration and PTSA, who have managed to give us as much of a normal senior experience as they could. Just in these past 4 years, their efforts are seen and greatly appreciated. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the support system I've been lucky enough to rely on. At North, I forged bonds of friendship that I hope and truly believe will last a lifetime. We are joined together by our shared love of the Spartan Rumble and winter holiday concert assemblies. You, my fellow classmates, have shown me so much and have taught me more than I could have ever dreamed. For the past 18 years, I have had nothing but cheerleaders, mentors, and role models, and my mother, who sparked and fuels my love for learning, my father, who taught me the importance of working hard and being meticulous, my American grandparents, who showed me what unconditional love is, and my sister, who taught me patience and compassion. I like to think that many of us feel the same about the communities we've had around us, supporting us and helping us get to this moment. Today, we've come together for the last time as high school students at one of the first major milestones of our life, commencement. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines commencement as an act, instance, or time of commencing, and also the ceremonies or the day for conferring degrees or diplomas. And as we sit here holding the piece of paper that concludes our years at Williamsville North, ready to begin the next step in our lives, I think it's worth taking a look at how the origin of the word commencement may influence how we think about our past, present, and future. There is no single story for the origin of the word commencement, and that fact fits our commencement perfectly. We come together at our one COVID-modified graduation ceremony with our own unique stories, backgrounds, and identities. Likewise, each instance of the word commencement has its own history. There are three widely accepted explanations for how the word commencement originated. The first argument, and the most highly debated explanation for the origin of this word, is that once students graduated before the Middle Ages, they celebrated with their professors and leaders of the schools by eating supper at a table known as a commensa. At that moment, they became equals and peers of their faculty, just as we gather, now also equal to the adults we've looked up to our whole lives. So tonight, when we're celebrating our accomplishments with our friends and families, we can all share a meal at our commensas. Although, I'd argue that we began proving our class's equality and excellence the moment we started high school. In these past 4 years, numerous varsity teams have won section titles, including girls field hockey 3 times and boys soccer, the latter in the midst of a pandemic year. Individuals have succeeded in arguing for their business proposals and out-testing hundreds, if not thousands, of students at DECA and progressing to the national competition every year for at least the past 3 years. And teams and clubs have beat bitter rivals at competitions. The Science Olympiad team has beat a different long-standing rival each year for the past 2 years. Still, these accomplishments and our past only define a portion of who we are and what we can do. Likewise, a commensa is only part of the story of the word commencement. Similar to the idea of a commensa, the second school of thought is that the graduates of universities in the Middle Ages had a ceremony to celebrate their completed studies and official entrance into the faculty of the university. During that time, being a student was essentially being an apprentice. So, graduates commenced their positions in the university faculty together. Presently, we gather now as a class, masters of the things we've learned these past 4 years. All of us are experts now in navigating through the maze-like hallways we entered as freshmen, although those skills might have deteriorated slightly after a few months of virtual school. The skills we learned these past few years don't just include how to factor a polynomial or use a dichotomous key. We learned to make art and music together, developed technical skills that have given students the opportunity to join honor societies and more. And while some of us have earned awards for these things, we are now all armed with skills to contribute to society. We've learned to overcome difficult times, leaving our senior year experts in how to wake up at 7:44 a.m. to turn on Zoom, but also experts in finding spots of positivity, even when it seems impossible. We've mastered so many things in our time here at North, and I am incredibly honored to have shared this journey with you all. And so, like the apprentices in the Middle Ages, we enter society with mastered skills and a desire to make the world a better place. That brings us to the third, less interesting, and probably most accurate story for the origin of the word commencement. It's a series of arbitrary sounds, 3 syllables that when combined mean a new beginning. From the French commencier, from the Latin word comitiare, com meaning with or together, and initiare, to initiate. This, the explanation that defines our future. Where do we go from here? In my time at North, I've witnessed students band together to protest school gun violence in the blistering cold and provide an equal education for those who wish to remain remote. There was a protest a few months ago, if some of us forgot. I saw that hunger to make society a better place, and I am still awed by the drive our class has. For the past year, we've been stuck inside, our lives defined by the global pandemic, but still, we persisted. Together, we found pockets of joy in a difficult time and have begun to safely move out of the pandemic. But our futures are still uncertain. Many of us are leaving our homes for the first time ever, whether to pursue college degrees, to serve our country in the armed forces, or to serve society by joining the workforce. While it seems like the next steps of our lives are taking us away from each other, we move forward together. The same way we've persevered through a pandemic together, survived the strange smells together that sometimes permeated the halls and once caused all of our classes to end and the entire school to gather in the gym. I hope that the hunger we have to make the world a better place will continue to define us in the future. And I know that our generation, and our class specifically, is a force to be reckoned with. One of my favorite characters as a child once said, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." And I can't help but agree and disagree with this sentiment. We've come to find a home in the North community, and while leaving is difficult, we enter society with ease thanks to the preparation we've had here. Thank you, Williamsville North High School, for giving us a home and community to love and embrace, and for giving us the tools we need to eat at commensals with our equals, to become masters in a wide variety of fields, and to initiate the next chapter of our lives together. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Just a couple of closing remarks before we get to the alma mater. My wife last night asked me, you have to give some sort of message or theme to the ceremony. And we talk about celebrating our seniors in the class of 2021. And for some reason, what came to mind was Christopher Wren. And Christopher Wren was a mathematician and scientist and architect in London in the 1600s. And he's credited for rebuilding over 52 churches and secular buildings after the Great Fire. And his most famous is St. Paul's Cathedral. And the reason this comes to mind is because I once learned that there are no monuments to Christopher Wren in London. But if you look at his gravestone, it says, "Reader, if you want to seek my monument, simply look around you." So graduates, I would say your monument, your tribute, look at who was here for you. In a crazy, crazy year, this is your tribute. Your connectedness to family and friends. And tying into that tribute is, I heard a story once of my grandfather about a small town in Pennsylvania called Roseto, Pennsylvania, filled with Italian immigrants. And for some reason, for a 20-year span in the 50s, 60s, no one was dying of heart disease. It was an anomaly, an outlier. They could not figure out why these people weren't dying. They ate horribly, they drank, they smoked, they worked in slate factories and in mines, dangerous jobs. None of these people were dying of heart disease. Then the researchers went to the town, and they found that in a town of 2,000 people, there were over 22 civic and social organizations. The people lived in multi-generational homes. They found that just living together and supporting each other kept them alive. It made them healthy. So I say to you graduates, after 15 months of isolation, that this is what you have to do to stay healthy. Stay connected to these people. Stay connected to your friends. When social distancing is no longer a thing, make sure it's no longer a thing. And lastly, call your parents. As much as we would hope so, texting, TikTok, they do not count. You have to call. So, and now, in keeping with tradition, we will play Norse Alma Mater, which was written by Michelle Popiton from the class of 1986. The words are included on the back of your program if you want to make it seem like you know the words. As we get ready to exit, I would like to ask the guests to wait until the graduates exit before leaving yourselves. I also want to mention that since the weather is held off, we have a lot of different photo opportunities set up. We have the display board over on Hopkins. We have some signage in the windows. We have a bunch of different things to take pictures. We hope you spend some time here taking pictures. So with that, will the class of 2021 please rise? You can please move your tassels from the right to the left, signifying your graduation. And it is my honor to present the newest members of the Williamsville North High School Alumni Association, the Williamsville North class of 2021. Gabby, great job. Thank you so much. Are you guys having your party tonight, or?
We're gonna go out for dinner tonight.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do a party with Knox.
We're going to do ours tomorrow with my niece who graduated yesterday, so we're going to do it together. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited. The hard part's over, now I get to watch.
Is this your first child graduated?
No, Haley graduated in 17.
Okay.
Oh, the weather was actually perfect. Not too hot.
It was awesome.
Actually, the wind, I thought it was more of a feedback, and it wasn't for the microphones, right? Yeah.
Everything was down.
It was great.
Awesome. Now you can take a breather.
Exactly.
Don't call me, don't email me. Either John McKenna or Darren.
They were here earlier, yeah. I know he's taking some photos. Yeah. John actually started here to get over the week.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Kevin. What's the last one? This has to stay on, right? Seriously, without an edge. Oh, it's good weather too. Yeah. And even with the 15 minutes you have it on, it wasn't horrible. Time's at 12:30. Well done. Doing great job. Thank you. Julian, thank you.
Absolutely. Yep, cut it. You can shut that off.
Even with the music playing?
Well, the live stream's done.
Okay.
So.